Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. Today's video is all about how to build a good resume, and no matter if you're a fresher or you're transitioning from one role to another, a compelling resume is a must-have. And in this video we will discuss a step-by-step guide on how to build a good resume. I will also include the timestamps in the description box below, so stay tuned, and without a further ado, let's get started. The number one tip is to understanding the basics. There are certain things that you need to keep in mind. These things are that your resume should be a one-pager. No matter how much you have to say to the recruiter, it has to be consolidated into one single page. So you will have to use bullet points and things like that to make it look clear, concise, and very appealing. And second thing is make sure that you are using a single column resume. I did a mistake of making two columns, and the two column resumes are not ATS friendly. We will be talking about ATS friendly resume in the later part of the video. The best thing that I would suggest is to use a template, an existing one, because it won't only save your time, but it will also give you a blueprint of all the things that you need to include. So if you are a fresher and you are not aware of things that you want to put, you can use an existing template and accordingly you can feed in your data. So I found a very powerful resume builder site which is called as Beamjobs. It is US #1 resume builder, and people who are using Beamjobs are being selected by companies like Meta and Google, and their resume builder is not only ATS friendly, they also give you a resume score telling you what all mistakes you are making. You could simply choose an existing template, feed in your data, and your resume will be built within seconds. Or you could simply put your resume over there, upload your resume, and they will give you a resume score, and they will also highlight the mistakes that you are making. In this way you are aware of what all things you are missing out, and if you are using the right terms, because ATS is a software which scans millions of resumes every single day, and they do this by using algorithms, by matching words, if the words are matching a particular job description or not. So it is highly important to use the right technical jargons so that your resume are getting selected. So Beamjobs will make your work easy, and they will take your resume to next level. Make sure you give it a try, and the link will be in my description box below. So now let's talk about the number 2 point, which is adding your contact details, because this is where your recruiter is going to contact you, and here you will have to provide your LinkedIn and make sure your LinkedIn is an active one, and you are posting things about your achievements. Make sure you are highlighting it in a way that is emphasizing even the smallest things that you are doing, and you can mention it on the top right corner. And if you have a GitHub, you can mention that, and you need to provide your email ID, a working one. Don't provide your school's email, your college's email ID. You need to provide your own personal one. After that, you can put a objective which is an introduction about yourself and your career goals, or something which is describing your personality and the things that you want to contribute for this company. The next thing is about education. Education is also a very crucial part for a fresher, and here you need to mention your education details in reverse chronological order. That is, first your latest degree will go first, suppose college, and then your 12th, and then your 10th. So this is how you will be placing your educational details. And if your CGPA is very good, you can mention your CGPA, and if it is not, then you can leave it. And if the recruiter is really interested in knowing your CGPA, they can ask you during your interview. Now let's come to another important part, which is your skills and experience, because if you want to make your resume stand out, the only thing that makes a resume go from this to this is your work experience, or what kind of things you did in college. And if you have relevant work experience such as an internship, you can mention it, and make sure you're putting bullet points and explaining it in a way that is showing that your work did impact something at the company level. And don't worry if you don't have an internship, you might have something which is valuable to the potential employers. So things such as organizing an event, or if you have done some open source work, or if you have built some really good project that has been awarded by hackathons, or if you have participated in any competition and you have won, you can mention it here, because it definitely adds a lot of value. And now the next thing is projects. Projects are a representation of the tech stack you know. So if you are saying that I know XYZ languages, make sure your project is about those languages. And if you're mentioning a project, you need to mention the tech stack and the idea behind the project, as in what the project is about. And you can also provide the link. If the project has gone live, you can provide the link so that they are able to access it and see your work. The next point is about certificates and trainings. Some people say that certificates don't matter, but I think if you are doing the certification from a renowned institute or a certification center, then it is important. And it is even better if there's a test or if there's a project that came out of that certification, then you can even show that, because it adds value. And if you are doing there are many certifications from companies like Google, Oracle, and even Cisco. So if you're doing those certifications, you should mention them, and you should have a copy of that during your interviews. If they want to see that if you have really done that thing or not, they can cross-check during interviews. So make sure you are keeping a copy with yourself. I think this summarizes every important thing that you need to include in your resume as a fresher or as someone who is transitioning from one job to another. And another tip that I would like to include is that you don't have to use the same resume for all jobs and companies. You need to tailor it according to the job description. Make sure you're including the right technical terms, because that is how the ATS will select your resume. So you need to see that your resume is aligned with the job description that you're applying for, and that is how you curate a good resume which will make you stand out amongst lakhs of applicants. So guys, that is it from today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And if you have any queries, DM me on Instagram or write a comment down below. I will be happy to help you all, and I hope this video helped you, and if it did, give it a like. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye.